And let your whole body weight go down. Gently close your eyes, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So, dear Dhamma friends, in this meditation practice, our main purpose is developing our wisdom and recognizing the truth as it is. So, especially the truth regarding our own nature, our own mind. So, that is our ultimate goal. So, then when you practice meditation, you have to remember, you have to little by little, develop your wisdom. So meditation is not a moment you just keep relax yourself and become comfortable. So it is not a kind of like your comfort zone. And it is a place kind of like a working place with your mental activities. So that is the very meaning of the kamatahana. You work with the mind, but when you work with the mind, it doesn't mean you think. You work with thoughts. The very important thing you have to do, you have to stop all the doing things and allow your mind to be as it is. So for that, in the beginning, we need certain tools. So that one tool is we call primary mental object. So your mind needs something to focus. So otherwise you cannot bring your mind to one point. So we use our inhalation, exhalation, and as a primary mental object to calm down our mind. So that is the main purpose, calming down and bringing our mind to one point. So that's why we use the breathing. And when we calm down the mind, how we use the breathing. So in the beginning, you have to observe the very nature of the inhalation, exhalation separately. This is inhalation, this is exhalation. And once you keep observing, sometimes your mind go here and there, just that's the very nature of it, but bring it back again and again. When you recognize your mind, so before I go to that, I'll tell you like this. Sometimes when we practice meditation, you have effort. That sometimes think that the thoughts happening and you have effort, I have to stay with the inhalation, I have to stay with the exhalation. You push too much. Don't do that. Just relax. And then bring the attention to inhalation, exhalation. And stay. Even 1 second is enough. That going to become comfortable, and that duration you can increase little by little. So in that very moment, you didn't have any kind of pressure in you. And then sometimes you recognize suddenly your mind somewhere. and then bring it back. And then give attention and stay with the inhalation, exhalation. And while you're staying, you should not pressure too much to hold your mind with it. Because then the holding mind create a pressure, and then that what will happen, you have to struggle, then the meditation become a struggle. No, meditation should be to make you relax, calm down, and comfortable. And that comfort will, your mind will guide to recognition. So otherwise, if you use the mind to hold the mind, or to stay kind of like a always focus like that, then the mind become tired. So then you become comfortable, and if your mind go here and there, then you bring back. So little by little you have to try, and with you stay with the inhalation, exhalation, and from there try to get into the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation, knowingly this is the beginning, this is the middle, this is the end. And then little by little, again and again, more focus to inhalation, exhalation. And then you see some inhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. So like that. And observe that. And from there, when it go to Vipassana level of inhalation, exhalation, and you completely drop the details related with the inhalation, exhalation, related with the breathing, and you focus to the feelings. So when the feelings arise, just follow the feelings and stay with the feelings and see how the feelings change. Again and again, again and again, try to settle down your mind and follow the feelings without interfering to it and without judging, without making any comments. Just try to settle down with your mind with the feelings, and then you will see the feelings followed by the inhalation, exhalation change moment by moment, and then recognize that change. So that is what we're going to do in the beginning. So be comfortable yourself and relax your body, and let your body to be straight if it is possible, and your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line. And bring attention to your body and scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Sopatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. And take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we are spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. So in the beginning, bring your attention to the lower part of your body and observe your body and observe the sensation. Just get a mental note. See the pressure, tightness, heaviness, contact with the cushion or the seat. And bring your attention to your lower back. And upper back and shoulders. And arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. And your abdominal area. In your chest. In your neck and head. And bring attention to your whole body. Then observe your whole, feel your whole body as one. And bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please, in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And follow the sensation. When the inhalation happens, recognize it as inhalation. And when the exhalation happens, recognize it as exhalation. Do nothing extra. Follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. And some inhalation become longer, shorter, heavy. So just recognize its own character. Don't interfere with it. Just accept. And keep the attention to the feelings, sensation arise by the followed by the inhalation, exhalation. And drop all the details related to inhalation, exhalation, and see how you experience it, how your mind reacts, the feelings or the sensation, and how it change. Bring your attention to your body. Focus your mind to your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. And as far as we can, through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. So, with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one, out of anger or ill will, wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, to your right side, downward, to upward. to all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun. Spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. So sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So dear Dhamma friends, the main purpose of the Buddha's teaching or establishing the community of the Sangha is lead the followers to ultimate truth, or to have the clear wisdom regarding self-realization. So that is the main purpose. And today we're living in a kind of a information world. So we have a lot of information around us. Then it is your responsibility, you have to remember that whatever the information you gather, or we have many kind of methods and system to practice many kind of mental, physical activities. So when you do that anything, it is your responsibility to see, are you moving towards the right direction? Are you getting closer to your ultimate goal? That ultimate goal is self-realization, or getting to the wisdom or the realization, the truth. And it doesn't matter whatever the meditation practice or whatever the culture or the tradition or the method or our lifestyle, it, if that itself doesn't take us close to the truth or the wisdom, it is useless. It is helpless. So then you have to decide, are you want to keep doing it? Are you want to keep following it? Are you want to become a debtor to that? Because the reason, by the time, when we look at the history, by the time sometimes what is happening, the culture or the tradition overtake the truth. and the truth disappear, then the people start to take the culture. So remember, when it comes to the wisdom, so before the Buddha come to this world, and there were kind of like the culture, tradition was more important, and ethics, morality, discipline more important. But when the Buddha come and introduce the Dharma, out of this all, more than anything, the Buddha kept the wisdom as the highest result. It is not the tradition or the culture or morality or the ethics. It's nothing. The wisdom is the highest that you can gain. So then when it comes to that point, we have to look, and sometimes that when it comes to our culture, tradition, we are more into different kind of methods, lifestyle, which we enrich the culture, not the wisdom. So we don't get anything. The culture or the tradition or the society or the religion should help for the person to achieve to wisdom. But later what happened, the person spend his or her whole life to maintain the culture, tradition, or the religion, or the patterns, or the methods, or the believing system, or the dogmas, or even the ethics, moral life. So they spend their time to preserve the protect these things, and then they end their life just keep holding to that without gaining any wisdom. So then yourself, you have to be very careful, because culture going to be somehow, it always change. It's not going to be the same, and it should change by time. So then you spend your whole time, whole life, just only for the culture. If you don't get the wisdom out of it, you're wasting your time. And then when it comes to the tradition and the methods, the patterns today we go with, and we losing the wisdom, we just follow things. So Vipassana is a method, that lifestyle you have to get into. You don't bound to this anything, even though you not go against that anything, you're not bound to that. You respect that, you appreciate that, and if there is necessary, you protect it, but you are not bound to it. You become free from it. And when it comes to wisdom path, in that wisdom path, nothing to do with colors, nothing to do with age, and nothing to do with the gender. It's nothing. But today, when it comes to this in conventional life, those are very important things. Age, and sometimes culture, caste, and even the gender. And there are some places like temples, the women cannot go. So that's culture. So the culture overtake the truth. So now culture hold, but the truth, when the wisdom path, when it comes to wisdom path, it's nothing to do. You are a male or female, or it doesn't matter. You are bisexual. So it's nothing to do with that. But the culture say, oh no, you cannot do it. You cannot enter to this. So the culture becomes strong. So who make it strong? We make it strong. And then in the future, what will happen? Oh, you are belong to this caste, or you are belong to this color, you cannot enter to this. So like that, what is happening? We enrich, we make powerful the culture or the tradition or the believing system, and then the truth path become weaker, weaker, weaker. Then it's going to go away. But if you able to get into the truth part, it doesn't matter whoever, whatever, even that the during Buddha's time, if you look that the community of the Sangha, how that all the community of the Sangha happened, everybody was in that community. Whoever look for the truth, that community available and accept that person. Even maybe very dangerous people, serious killers, and the prostitute, and the thieves, and even the millionaires, the kings or the queens. So anybody, even little children, very old, and very rich people, very poor people. See, whoever look for the truth, the community of Sangha accept that. So that is the boundary line. Are you looking for truth? Then it is for you. But if you look for something, remember, then you have to, it is up to you. There's nothing wrong with it, but it is up to you. But the thing is, if you look for that, then you have to go that way. You have no rights to name of the truth, behalf of the truth, enrich the culture or the tradition. Then you destroy the main, the pillar. If you really for the culture or the tradition, then you should go with it. But if you look for the wisdom, then holding the wisdom path, you cannot enrich the. Why? Because these two things cannot go in the same way. So then that's why that even though we hold it to culture or the tradition, little by little, the truth become disappear, because we are the one who make that mistake. So once you come to the path of the truth, and when you go with that, and always that path is become new, that newness is become the tradition. And always you find the freedom, and that freedom become the tradition, that freedom become the culture. And from the ancient time, people used to look for freedom. The freedom, it is just not the physical freedom, the mentally freedom. And 2600 years ago, the Buddha is the one who invented this, that's mean introduced this, that not the invent, they introduced this method to the world, the freedom of that realization. And as you know, when we look at the human history, 300 years, 400 years, just not 1,000 years, 400 years back, and we know slavery, and it's still around the world, human trafficking, and the people cannot live the way they want, or they cannot believe what they want. There are certain countries, you cannot believe what you want. And then, and mainly when people came to America, they had the one thing, one is freedom. And in that freedom is one of the freedom is means the religion freedom, religious freedom. That's why even in the Constitution, in American Constitution, it's not bound to religion. And that's why it became more powerful in the world, because it gave the ultimate, the clarity. It mostly kind of like the community of the Sangha structure, because in that structure, it didn't have a kind of like the religious base foundation. That community of the Sangha is the foundation built up on freedom. analyzing, freedom of thinking. So that is the key point to get into wisdom. But today what is happening, because of the culture, tradition, the methods, and we just go with the culture, and that make us fearful people, and it make us kind of like the very, very tight people with the patterns. When you are tight with the patterns, you are not free. So that's why even when you come to the from samatha to the vipassana meditation, you completely drop out that all the patterns and the methods and thoughts. With the very clear free mind, you observe that. That is where you recognize the ultimate truth. So then in day-to-day life, remember yourself to get develop that mindset. Don't bound to different, don't bound to it should be like this. Get out of that kind of mindset. So in conventional life it is okay, but that conventional life is like in this spiritual journey, this the conventional life is like a preschool. You have to do certain things, but that doesn't mean that is going to be end there. It should take you to something else. So then rather than getting stuck with the culture or the tradition, get the help out of it. Get all the 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 wisdom out of it, and find your inner freedom, find your inner wisdom. And that is how you have to make powerful that kind of tradition or the culture. Then your next generation become better than you, then your next generation become better than you, and they come to the wisdom or the truth very quickly than you. But if you hold it to the tradition pattern and that things, it make you slow down and it wastes your time. And you just will end your life just doing things, and maybe conventionally people appreciate that. What the point people appreciate you? What will happen to you? Nothing happen. So don't, that's why it's a kind of like once we addicted to that, and it become a kind of like a poison. So then you have to be very careful in day-to-day life. So then in deeply, when it comes to culture, that we have conventional life, that eternal life. In the conventional life, the dharma, we can introduce the dharmic parts, the teachings, how to develop the conventional life also. And also there is a part in this spiritual path, the same kind of information you can apply in different ways and in a different angle, and get the different kind of result. So there are four things. It's kind of like when it comes to conventional life, the sampatti, the bliss, the abilities, uttana sampada, arakka sampada, kalyana mittata, samajivikata. So those are four qualities, the abilities, the bliss that you can have in conventional life to become a better person and have a very comfortable life in society. Uttana sampada means the effort to become a better person and having a goal, desire, and achieve to something. Arakka sampada, that so whatever you earn and your material things, that life you protect. Kalyana mitada, friends, the outside friends, people, good people that have or the patrice, what kind of the good qualities and help for you to get out of the greed, hatred, and the delusion. Samajivikata, and you maintaining a very comfortable life without disturbing to others, and no one going to blame to you. So that is a conventional way. And this you can practice in a vipassana level to brush up your insight. So uttana sampada is mean that you have the effort as a quality, as a bliss. The effort to get out of all the unnecessary habits or the patterns that you carry from your sansaric journey, and also gain all the good qualities, profitable skills to yourself. At least just sit for a moment, and without moving your body, just sit for a moment, 1 minute, and you bringing the complete awareness. Why? Because when you develop the awareness little by little, what will happen? Little by little, the obsessive mind, that the distractive mind going to disappear. Obsessive mind. And the doubt going to disappear when the awareness become focused little by little. So, Uttana Sampada, you bring the effort, you keep the effort as a bliss to get into awareness. And you always that the release that unnecessary things or the habits or the whatever the bodily, verbally, mentally action you keep doing, you recognize, I have done it, that's enough now. There is nothing going to happen. There is no any just only thing you keep repeating. Well, it's like a robot or the machine. There is nothing happen. Even sometimes, you know, that the some cultural things. So then you have to recognize. So as example, it like this. You develop a pattern to look at the Buddha statue. And you look at the face, and when you look at the face, you kind of like feel very comfortable, be safe, you feel so good, you feel so safety looking at the Buddha statue. And then there is a piece of wood, or there is a piece of rock. Another person observe that piece of wood with the intention to develop the awareness, the clarity. And day by day, his awareness become better, sharper, clear, obsessive mind disappear, doubt disappear, that any kind of that unstable thoughts disappear, all mental formations disappear. So now you look at the Buddha statue every day, and you spend hours, and you feel so comfortable looking at the Buddha statue. So who is the best person? Who is to get the right benefit out of it? Looking the person who look at the Buddha statue, or the person who look at the piece of wood or the piece of rock? Think about it. So the culture, that's why the culture tells us, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. Even don't think like that way. Don't try to get even like that example. That is not good. So that's the part of the culture. That is necessary. But when it comes to Vipassana, you have to understand. You have to see the things from above. So, because that whatever, if it is gives you the awareness, brings you the clarity, take you to the truth, you come closer to that. When it comes to the practicing the truth or looking for the Dhamma, when we look at the history of the Buddha's nature, that their own history, how they became Buddha, their own, the history tells us, if something take you closer to the truth or Buddha nature or awakened mind, even they ready to give their whole life and even ready to die to get that. There are many stories in the history. Look, you will find if you look that. So otherwise just sitting, oh, this is very comfortable for me, and even inside the temple, very holy place, oh, this is the energy center in the world. So like that people have, oh, I feel so good, and sitting like that, it doesn't make any sense. So the Uttana Sampada means, in one way, you have to have the effort inside to lead yourself towards that awareness, it is an effort. You need the effort to go there. Why? Because otherwise the culture always bound you. The comfortable, more relaxed, you feel so good with the place, but it doesn't make anything and you just addicted to that good. But there are some places, you go to that places, you feel kind of like a disturb, but that disturb leads you to awareness. So that is you have to recognize which one you have to take. So once you get into awareness, Uttana Sampada, and they have always the effort to develop all the profitable skills related to the wisdom. Arakka Sampada, protect it. You today, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minute practice meditation. Then after that, to start to watch all the horror movies and unnecessary things. What's the point? Even listen, talk with people, that all the gossip. Then you start to see, even you live in America or another country, and then you start to see all the news in Sri Lanka or India or other countries. What's the point? You are here. You're going to go next day and going to change that everything? No, you put all the garbage to here. And then what happened? That the tranquility state that you achieved cannot exist there. So Arakka Sampada, once you have the tranquility state, to protect it. So Arakka Sampada, remember these qualities, mainly in the Buddhist culture, Buddhist tradition, they explain in conventional ways, and how to maintain a good life and how to become a better person with the material world. So I am just giving you that practice point of view to go into how you can get these details and you can change it to Vipassana level of understanding. So because if you look for if you read the books regarding Uttana Sampada, Arakka Sampada, Kalyana Mittata, Samajivikata, you just see a conventional level of explanations. You don't find this in book like this way. But the very beauty of the Dharma, the Dhamma you can always reproduce. That is the beauty. You can reproduce the Dhamma related to the truth. So that's why I'm giving a different kind of analogy you can use rather than focusing to conventional lifestyle, how you can use the same kind of information to develop the internal the Vipassana level of wisdom. So in that level, that the Uttana Sampada, you can take it as the effort that you carry to go towards the clarity. An effort that you have to take out all the unnecessary habits. So how many parties you have done? It's okay, you done it. So why you still keep doing it? So can you sit 5 minutes without moving your body? Can you stay 5 minutes without thinking anything, just empty, just focus to one thing? Just even at watching at the wall, just looking a wall, can you sit 5 minutes to let everything to settle down? So that is a profitable skill that if you look for the truth. Why? Because that is very necessary for you when you go towards the awakened path. So then develop it. It becomes the skill, that the effort that you use in the right way. Uttan Sampada, then Arak Sampada, and take and protect it. Once you have the peace of mind, and once you develop the peace and tranquility state in your mind, keep it, protect it. Don't try to go and do other unnecessary things. Even sometimes eating and sleeping, your other habits. So don't keep doing the same thing. Arakka Sampada, protect it. Do not allow things to happen that way. Like a newly born babies, mothers, normally they don't give it to everybody. Maybe everybody like to take the newly born babies and see the face and and touch. But the mothers, they don't give like that to everybody. No. If somebody strangers come and, oh, can I hold the baby? No, they don't give. So you have to protect the tranquility state of mind like that. Same like how the mother protect newly born baby, always keep close to her. And then that will help to the child to be strong and protection, that as you know, that when the child stay close to the mothers, the child, all the immune system becomes stronger. And so same like when you are getting to the tranquility state, if you hold it close to you, kind of like a newly born baby, keep it close to you. You don't give it to unnecessary thing. It becomes strong. Your tranquility state becomes stronger, stronger, stronger. Arakka sampada, you protect it. You don't lose it. Why? Because until you attain to the the stream level of that mental state, the sotapanna, that until you attain to that, somehow you keep going, keep going, keep going. So why? Because anytime you can lose it. Any situation can take you down. So then you have to have the wisdom to hold it and protect it. Kalyana mittata. The Kalyana mittata, it is mostly we talk about the friends, the outside people, the physical entities. But here Kalyana mittata means all the good qualities and even your tranquility state, you become a friend with that. So then, so when you have free time, you talk to your friends, you go with them, you drink with them, you dance with them, you sing with them. So you always like when you have time to be with friends. So how about the tranquility state of the wisdom or the vipassana meditation, samadhi meditation, you become friend with that. So then whenever you have opportunity, time, what will do? You go right away there. You be with it. And you trust it and you become more comfortable with it. And always you go to that. You go to that. Then what will happen? Duration become longer and the depth become deeper, deeper, deeper. So then your practice becomes stronger, stronger, stronger. But look, whenever we have opportunity, when you have freedom, right away, what we'll do? What we do normally in conventional life. If you have freedom, you go to friends. And maybe you go there and you go with them, and then maybe you drink, you dance, and then your mind become kind of like that the demon head. When you come back next day, you cannot wake up and you cannot do anything. You feel lazy, you feel tired, all the energy gone. So like that, then another 2-3 days you need to get back to normal. So Kalyana Mittata is not like, it is necessary in conventional life. If you look for that, it is okay. But if you look for the truth, then invest your life towards that way. Be a friend with your tranquility state of mind. Be a friend with your sitting. Be a friend with your meditation. And whenever opportunity comes, you go there. You meet your friend. You be with the friend. You dance with your vipassana. How about that? You play with your vipassana. How about that? And the samajivikata, in that level, it says in the conventional life, it is about you maintain a life without disturbing to others. And everybody become comfortable around you and you become comfortable with them. So the samajivikata here you can apply when you practice meditation, when you are in this path, you not criticize others. Maybe other people cannot do the same like you and they have different understanding. So you should not criticize anybody. It's like you vegetarian, doesn't mean that other people should be like that. And you're not going to blame to others because if they, whatever they eat, and you don't smoke, maybe somebody smoke. And you don't drink, maybe somebody drink. So like that, in you're not going to resist the conventional life, even you practice meditation, even yourself. And samajivikata, mentally you find the balance inside without dividing things, and without dividing the life patterns in yourself, accept everything. And knowingly, there are many reasons that we cannot see sometimes. So that itself become a vipassana level of understanding. And that is where the greater compassion can arise, even within yourself. And then you not go against anything. And at the same time, you keep your practice to yourself. So this is very necessary for you in this path. Why? End of this all, with the culture, tradition, this everything. We do things, even you have family, but end of this all, remember, you have to give up this everything, and you have to go alone yourself, and we don't know where we go. So if you want to go that journey again and again, again and again, it is your choice. Good luck. But if you look, there should be an end, and you need to understand better than this. Even if you come back again next time, you no need to go like this, whatever the difficulties you went through. So then this is the time for you. Just at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes every day. Give yourself for that. And start to develop have the Uttana Sampada effort inside you. Keep it as the bliss. And the Araka Sampada, whatever the bliss, that the tranquility state you gain, protect it. Kalyana Mittata, be with kind of like a friend. Develop a good friendship inside with your inside practice. And you never feel lonely, sad, worried, disappointed in your sansaric journey. Wherever you are, you feel more comfortable, relaxed. Why? Because the best friend is with you. You are with your practice, and it always uplift you. And samajivikata, and you do not go against with anything this outside world, and even in your mind you not divide anything, and nothing related with the dualistic mindset. This means this is good, this is bad, this is red, this is yellow, this is white, this is dark. No, you in your mind, it's not like that. Things happen according to necessary conditions. You accept in that condition and you move forward. So when we come to that, this all the divisions going to go away. Otherwise, we go with that. We always encourage that, appreciate that. So when you appreciate the culture, tradition, that ethics, morality, you become a debtor to that. It holds you, and you cannot escape from it, and you become a debtor. The most difficult part is maybe you enrich that and then you empower it, then later, knowingly or unknowingly, your innocent children also going to become a part of that journey. Then they stuck there. So that's why, let it be, but find the truth. In that truth, in that path, remember, it is very clear. Nothing to do with gender, nothing to do with the age, nothing to do with the color, nothing to do with the nations. There's nothing. Only if you look for the truth, you go for it. I'll give a good example for this. It is come from Mahayana traditional tradition. You know, they have the female Buddha, green Tara, with the great compassion. It's called Compassion Mother. That how the green Tara became a Buddha. So this is the story. She was a princess. And then one day, she invited for 500 monks, enlightened masters, and offer a dana. So after the dana, there is a tradition, monks give blessings, and then in that blessings, and they bless for this princess. In the future, that you may come to human world again as a man, and then attain to enlightenment. So because there are some believings that there are some in culture, in tradition, it says that to become a Buddha, you have to become a man. So then this all the monks chant and bless upon this princess, or by the power of these merits that you perform in the future, next life, you become a man, and then you may attain to the Buddhahood, attain to enlightenment. So what the princess told, and she told, if I want to become a Buddha, what's the point that with the gender? Why I have to become a man? If I want to become a Buddha, if I want to attain to enlightenment, I attain to enlightenment. It's nothing to do with the gender. And then she told, to reverse your wish, that the wish, whatever you make, I don't want it. So keep it with you, and I wish myself, by the power of these merits I have done, I will attain to the Buddhahood. See, that's the clarity, that the power of clarity, the confidence you gain when you come to the path of the wisdom. Otherwise, the culture always hold you. Because she had the clear understanding regarding what is the wisdom. And as a power of that, she became the Buddha. That is what they call the green tar, the mother of the compassion. That is the female Buddha in the Mahayana tradition. But in the overall, in the Buddha's teaching, remember, that's why it is nothing to do with the gender. That is why it's not nothing to do with the gay or bisexual, lesbian, or the marriage or divorce, or it's nothing to do with that. In conventional life, it is a kind of like something big. But when it comes to truth, path of the truth, we don't go with that details. Even the politicians, even the murderers, or the thieves, the prostitute, or the rich people, or the beggars, it's nothing to do with that. It is conventional life. But in the spiritual path, if you look for the truth, if you want to find the purity yourself, if you look for the awareness, then this is open to you. This is a beautiful path to walk with that clarity in your mind. So then when you practice meditation, don't sit with that all the garbage in your head. That is the point. Every day, at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes, get out of this all the unnecessary informations and keep clear your mind and sit with that clarity again and again. Keep practice with that, and little by little block this all the garbage. Don't allow it to come to you, and then be friendly with your practice and keep close to you, and then don't develop any that the dualistic mind in you, and then you will see you find the clarity and the path towards the enlightenment, and your liberation going to happen. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding, and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinasatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya idammi punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.